over 7 million high schoolers apply to college each year. Shit gets competitive, shit gets serious, and shit definitely gets expensive. And shit, we also get a ton of funny, offensive stereotypes that give the college application process its charm. Today, we're gonna take a look at the types of motherfuckers applying to college. Let me know which one of these is you in the comments below. Now let's get into it. Now I'm gonna start this list off by taking y'all back to the 1800s, where the only people lucky enough to go to college were rich kids. So they got their degree, had kids, then their kids went to college, got their degree, and so on. Now usually their families got some fat generational wealth and something that we like to call legacy admissions. It don't matter if the newest addition to the family has got a 4.0 or a 2.0 GPA, all that really matters is how many buildings daddy's gonna donate. Hopefully one per GPA point. Some of the time, these people are fucking geared up to hop into a frat or sorority their first year, and some of the time they're mad studious and might be a little more ambitious than their counterparts. Either way, having money definitely has its perks in the college application process. Like I've seen people write they were the senior marketing officer for a multi-million-dollar tech company on their application, when in reality, they're just making TikTok dances for their dad's company. If you fall into this category, we can't really blame you, but try to help others in less advantageous positions, you know what I mean? If you want to go to college, you gotta submit this thing called a personal statement, which is basically an essay about who you are, like your values and all that shit. If you're able to show you have a lot of good character, colleges are more likely to accept you. Most people do this through a story, but man, some people just got some unfairly crazy lore to drop. Like this one summer, this dude I knew said, "Fuck it, I'm going to Africa." Then proceeded to actually go AWOL in Africa for summer break with no phone and no plan. Then came back 3 months later with a bowl of jollof rice, talking in fluent Yoruba. If bro writes about this in his personal statement, the fucking admissions officers are gonna lose their shit. In a good way. I mean, think about all the unique things he did, food he tried, words he learned, life-changing revelations he had. It all adds up, you know what I mean? Like, how is my Midwestern ass upbringing gonna compare to the diverse cultural experience that my boy went through? It doesn't make any sense. That being said, these people aren't just limited to dudes that disappear in Africa for 3 months. Anyone could have a crazy story. Like, I bet this totally random dude right here has some crazy lore too, you know? Like, you never know. Now, I feel like every high school has that one kid that's just involved in some insane out-of-school activities, but just doesn't give a fuck about school itself. And shit, if I was solving world hunger and speaking at UN conferences in my free time, I probably wouldn't care either. And that's really next level smartness, bro. Like, while I'm over here complaining about the school system, they really said, nah, fuck school, I'm gonna do my own thing. But it gets to the point where they're really pushing the line. Like, they're out here maxing out their semester's absences and missing tests in their hardest classes so they can make time for their commitments. Like, I knew this dude who convinced our principal to skip a whole semester of school to go work at the fucking White House. Like, bro was stressing about national security while we were stressing about trigonometry. And to be honest, pursuing something you're actually passionate about probably outweighs having perfect grades. All it's gonna tell colleges is that you might be the next Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. Now, the athletes applying to college are usually the most chill people out there, bro. Like, if you ask them where they're applying, it's usually just a bunch of state schools or local colleges that have decent sports programs, or sometimes a college you never heard of. I feel like athletes get a bad rep for all the jock stereotypes from movies. They're usually just regular students making their way through high school and happen to be good enough at a sport to play at the collegiate level. But shit, if you're a really good athlete, it's literally a cheat code to getting into some top tier universities. Like, bro, I'd be a lock for Stanford too if I was a 6'5", 250 tight end. But nah, I'm playing. Student athletes grind their asses off to compete, and I respect that. Just know that these motherfuckers waste no time making those fucking commitment posts, which A, make you feel like a fucking failure if you're an athlete yourself, and B, flood your Instagram feed for months at a time. Alright, now I know some of my viewers aren't from the US, which by the way is really fucking cool, and some of y'all are even applying to college in the US right now. And bro, I have a few relatives overseas, and yeah, y'all have it way harder than we do. I've seen those college decision reaction videos of international kids that have good grades, test scores, extracurriculars, like you name it, they have it. Better than like 99% of students here. And they get sometimes like rejected from top universities, even though they totally belong there. They gotta settle for some less prestigious universities. In terms of what these people are actually like, shit, I got a lot of respect for them. They work their asses off way harder than us over here in the US for potentially worse results. And if you have a limited resources because of where you live and you gotta pay those obscene college board fees, bro, you guys got it. But some of y'all are rich. A few from every country, but mostly from China. Hey, what the fuck? Why are you looking at me?